everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're a mortgage broker, a loan officer, you already know how competitive the industry is right now. But what if I told you that there's an entire opportunity sitting right under your nose, a way to not only survive right now, but to really find success and thrive in this shifting market, I will call it. So today I'm going to be showing you and talking about how you can add commercial loans to your mortgage business and start earning more by serving business owners and commercial real estate investors in addition to the residential clients that you're already working with. I'm Megan Marsh, founder and CEO of CoLab, Mortgage Broker Concierge and Franchise, and all the CoLab brands that help mortgage brokers and loan officers grow their business and achieve financial freedom. And I want to talk about commercial financing because it isn't as mysterious or complicated as it seems. It just is complex and we haven't built the right things around it yet, but it's coming. In fact, I feel like doing commercial and investment loans in the commercial space is a natural next step or progression for anybody who's already helping residential clients, and especially for those of you who seem to excel, let's say with non-QM or self-employed borrowers. I feel like if you like those, if that gets you excited hearing that, commercial very well could be a great addition to your business. Many of your customers are business owners. They're investors. They're individuals who have commercial needs. And by expanding your skill set to include commercial loans, you can begin closing more deals and increasing your income, your revenue every single month. So how do you get started? And really, it begins with a decision, right? Just like when you started becoming a loan officer, you need to make the choice to learn commercial lending. That's the first step. But you don't have to do it alone. You have to find someone when it comes to commercial who has some experience and that can help you. Having a mentor, a guide, a program, I don't care if you're an owner of a brokerage, is crucial here. So when I first started doing commercial, I ended up connecting with someone who gave me at least a lender list, answered questions, right? Had a little bit of a structure. And I learned more and it helped me at least start dabbling. What I will say though, is it still took me a while to wrap my head around the things and not waste time. You will waste a lot of time in commercial without guidance. So working with a group or someone who has experience or a system can really help you avoid costly mistakes, and it's going to speed up the process. There are multiple programs out there. What I would say is there are a bunch of them that you pay a big chunk up front. I don't think you need to do that. And it's also why we have started developing a software, a loan system for residential loan officers to plug into to make it easier for them. Because once you have a system, you know how to do loans. It's just you need walk down the path of which lender to call, what documents to use, and how to communicate with your commercial clients. So let me break down a few things for you about commercial that you need to understand. So commercial has buckets. I always say this. There's buckets in commercial and there's property types. Unlike in residential, where pretty much everything we're doing is a 1 to 4 family home, you use the same application, it goes through the same system, right? In commercial, it's different. You've got buckets, and these buckets are all different. And it's why it's really important that you really stick to only 1, 2, tops 3 buckets when you're getting started. So commercial property types, right? That's what everybody goes to find what they're going to purchase. And understanding the difference between an office building and a retail space, an industrial property, a multifamily building, each has its own set of rules, requirements, documents that the lender is going to want, and questions you need to ask your client. So you've got your property types. So when somebody goes and they say, I want to buy this property, then the next thing is, well, which loan type is this buyer going to fit into? And it depends on their situation. What happens is then you have to say, okay, is this person buying commercial because they're an investor, or are they buying it as the business? If they're buying it as a business, right, that's kind of like owner occupied in residential. And that's a different type of financing than our investor clients. And you'll have to get familiar with different loan types like SBA loans, bridge loans, permanent financing. And you'll need to be able to understand because lenders then usually pick and stick to certain deal types. So a lender who does SBA lending usually does not then also do for example, Fannie, Freddie multifamily loans. And the lender that does bridge loans doesn't necessarily then do business funding. So lenders are specific to the loan types, and the buildings are specific to what the use is going to be for. So hopefully that's starting to make sense. The types of documents that you're going to need to learn: financial statements, business evaluation. Everything revolves around the numbers, not just the property and not just the borrower, but learning how to read and evaluate business financials and tax returns is key. That's why if you like self-employed loans in the residential space, it's a great transition for you into the commercial space. So the key is learning how to start focusing on deal types, picking those 1 to 2 deal type buckets that interest you the most, and really digging into the lenders in that space, the documents that are going to be needed, and becoming strong at those 2 and marketing to those 2 clients will help you start getting more action and then seeing more success faster. Now, I know this may sound like a lot, but the truth is you don't have to really tackle this all at once. The key is to start somewhere, build your knowledge piece by piece. And the good news is more and more systems are coming out. So at CoLab, we have this space called The Lab, and it's a community designed specifically that helps mortgage brokers and loan officers opening their own brokerages, but we also have a commercial lending space. And that space is where we're starting to teach residential loan officers and then give them a loan system to plug into. This then will allow you to not have to co-broker loans, but instead to be able to get directed towards a lender who will do a deal and the account executive who will help you walk through it with a system that you can save everything in and at least see the fundamental steps of how you work this loan. The lab is a bonus. It's the space where we'll teach you the things that we know, where we'll share the loan types, we'll talk about the lenders we've used, and that community, it's built to support loan officers, residential loan officers, every step of the way so that you can start closing these extra commercial deals, earning more income, and growing your business in a way that I think has better long-term success. So if you're serious about expanding your business and you want to stop leaving money on the table, and now is the time to start adding commercial and take action, watching this video might be the very thing that could really change your business in 2025. The market is changing. And to stay ahead, you need to add new skills to your tool belt. And I honestly believe that commercial lending is where you can experience growth. I'm here to help you every step of the way if that's something that you are interested in. We will make sure that we put a link down in the description so that you can connect with our team. And if you're ready to start, click the link. Ask about our community in the lab. You'll gain access to those training and resources and the loan system that you'll be able to originate out of. And don't forget, if you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, share it with your fellow loan officers and brokers, subscribe to the channel for more tips on growing your mortgage business. Otherwise, I will see you guys in the next video.